Oh, look at that. Should we stop the recording for the time being? Or no, there's only 4 minutes. Oh yeah, pause. Here we go. Okay, I'm recording the webinar also. So if anybody wants to get a recording of this webinar, just send us an email and we'll be glad to send it to you. So we're going to start with a file. Okay, everybody should know how to create a file. Okay, and this webinar is for the Fidelity policy upload directly to them, integration directly from SnapClose. First thing I want to show you was basically if you go to user settings, you will need to create a partner setting with Fidelity. And basically you put in your username, no need to put in a password, the state you're in, and just click on login. When you do have a login, if you have multiple agencies listed in here, you choose one as the default. So I'm choosing Fidelity as the default in this particular one and clicking on save. Once you go in and you start a file, and you go in and start the file, and you choose your default underwriter, Fidelity underwriter, you're fine. If you do change it to another underwriter, for instance, if I change this to Chicago Title, okay, it's going to say that it will actually tell you that you're not in the right underwriter, and you'd have to change it back on here in the agent. So you can click on the agent screen and actually change who your underwriter is. So I can change this rate to Chicago if that was what I was working with. We'll stick with Fidelity here. And basically we have a file that's already created. And here are the steps to do the policy upload. Of course, the first step you're going to jump to is if you don't have it already, which you possibly should, you want to make sure you go to the invoice, make sure you click on calculate. And just for this time, write down the owner's policy and the loan policy premiums. As they will need to be entered into the policy when you're generating the policy. Then you're going to just jump to the policy tab, which is up here. Click on the policy tab. Once you click on here, this is where you would place your jacket orders. So basically, you need to create your jackets. Okay, so you have them. View the document. Okay. And as you can see, the policy's been generated and it has the policy number there. Okay, so you have the jacket, you have the policy number. This is an important step because when you upload policies to Fidelity, you have to upload them per policy. Okay, so you have to designate whether it's a loan policy or an owner's policy that you're uploading, okay, so that they can keep track of whether it's an owner's or own loan policy that you're doing. So you in SnapClose, you need to generate the policy directly from the integration in the software that will actually give you the policy number. And also you'll notice when we go in to do the policy upload, it'll actually give you the selections to choose from. I'll close this one. So I created both the policies, okay? The policy jackets, I should say policy jackets. Now the next part of the step is to go to the Docs tab and create the policy schedules. When you create the policy schedules, you'll notice that when you go to the Docs tab, here's the owner's policy jacket and the loan policy jacket. Okay, and then I just simply went in to create the documents, and I created the loan and owner's policy. And then when I created it, of course, it creates the PDF on it. So it created the RTF for the loan policy in Word and the owner's policy in Word. When you upload the policies when you're using the policy upload to Fidelity, okay, they only will accept PDFs. They don't accept, they won't accept any Word files or, RTF files, Word files, any other files. They only accept PDFs. So what you need to do is you need also another step is that after the policies are generated, you need to right click on them. So you can right click on the policy, combine to a single PDF. When you create a single PDF, it'll create the PDF. I just gave it an alter loan policy and an alter owner's policy name. So when I double click on any one of these, you'll actually see that it's a PDF, and it's the PDF created for the policies themselves. And the next part about it is to actually upload them to Fidelity, which is to actually click on the FNF tab. You'll notice this FNF tab is up there now, and that only shows when you're a Fidelity agent, when it's either Fidelity, Commonwealth, or Chicago. And then you can click on that tab, and you'll see a policy upload tab across the top. You make sure that you're on the policy upload tab, and here's the selection for the policy jackets that we created. You created the owner's policy, we created the loan policy. You can have more than one loan policy, hence when you create the loan policy jackets, doesn't say loan policy, it actually tells you who the lender is. So if you have another lender from Bank of America, you would see Bank of America up here, and you would know which ones to send through. And now to send through the policy jacket itself, you just need to select the owner's policy, and I'm going to upload the owner's policy. So I'm going to check here. Okay, it only brings out PDFs. So I'm going to select the owner policy, and I'm going to click on upload. It's going to be a two-step process when you're doing owner's policy and loan policies. You'll notice that you'll get a policy upload notification, say it was uploaded successfully, click on OK, and it'll continue its way to say, okay, now I'm going to send it full all the way through now. Once it gets uploaded, you'll actually get a notification down here in your policy upload history. You'll get a notification that your owner's policy was updated with the policy number. Now you do for the loan policy, I'm going to uncheck the owner's policy. I'm going to select the loan policy selection from the drop-down list. And this will actually, when I click on the alter loan policy, it's actually going to apply the loan policy to the policy jacket. So Fidelity knows, whether it's it attaches itself. So Fidelity knows what the owner's policy number and what the loan policy number is because you ordered it through the integration. So now you just have to apply that with the policy that you're sending, and I'll upload the loan policy now. You'll see it's uploading the loan policy. You can see it's pretty fast. After the policy's been uploaded, you'll get a successful command, and then it finishes uploading it and then creating a history for it. And then once it's fully uploaded and Fidelity receives receipt of it, okay, then you'll get the history saying, okay, the loan policy was successfully uploaded to them, and here's the policy number. And basically, that's all there is to actually uploading the policies. I think that there's a way to, let me see. There's a way to add a chat if anybody has any questions or any questions about this. You can type a message in the chat feature, and we'll be able to answer any questions you may have. As I mentioned before, this is being recorded, so we can actually send the recording, and we do have a manual also. So along with the recording, we can send the manual exactly how this works. So again, we start off with make sure that you have a valid user, that you have a Fidelity username, and then an agent, of course. Does anybody have any questions or comments? Just send us an email to techsupport@snapclose.com, and we'll send you the recording and the manual. Mm-hmm.
I think someone had a question.
Yeah, Francesca did.
Oh, the manual. Oh, yes. So yes. Support@snapclose.com. Send an email to support@snapclose.com, and we can send you the manual, the user guides. It's also in the release notes email. So, if you want, we can give you add you to the list for the release notes, and other important communications.
So Francesca, every time we send you out a release notes or any emails, we'll put your email on it and you'll be able to get it.
Yeah, just let us know if you want that.
Yeah, if anybody else wants to request that to be on the emailing notifications, just let us know.
I'll give it another minute if
If anybody has any questions about how these steps were created, if you need me to show you exactly how to create the policy from Fidelity through the policy here, we can show you that. If you need me to show you, I'll be glad to void it out and show you exactly how it's created. If you need me to actually show you how to create a PDF from the policy that's generated in the Docs tab, I'll be glad to show you that specifically. So if you have any questions, just let us know. Hi, Alicia. We'll add you to the list. And we have your email address. You got it. So you'll also be getting the email notifications too, and I'll send you the manual and the recording also.
Great. Well, I mean, if there are any further questions, best way to get in touch with us is support@snapclose.com. And I want to thank you all for joining us, taking the time out of your day. And I hope everybody has a happy holiday season coming up. I know it's the end of the year and
The end of the month.
That's the end of the month. It's the end of the year. Holidays are coming up. So I want to wish everybody a happy, healthy holiday season and hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, happy holidays. All right, well, this is recorded, so thank you for joining us, and we'll look forward to hearing from you. Give us a call or email us if you need anything or have any questions. Thanks, Phil.
You're welcome. Take care, everybody.